Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Chiwempala. Good evening, Kopala. Good evening, people from Eastern Province. Good evening, everyone. Zambia in all. Kwa hai kwa bulozi muchwani sitabasa mulimu sitabasa hesu kacheko kilo nava kaeza host. So Mukaluswalela, you will forgive us in Gatwachita blunder, but it's part of life, and that's how we do it. So Chungolopo Mkwai and Avena Livingstone, Konsoko Muletu Mkwila, thank you so much for listening, for viewing our show. And I'm not alone today, and we shall simply discuss few little things that are taking place back home. We know that currently the UPND they have a dinner, gala dinner, which is taking place right now as we speak. We are very, very sorry to our viewers for not showing that program live as promised by our general Chipakupaku. He seemed to have had some few technical errors, mistakes there. So I believe that the page for UPND page on Facebook, I think it is the show is live. So thank you so much for that, and we sincerely apologize for not having brought that show on BAKWETU. Having said that, I just wanted to introduce, of course, I don't need to introduce them, you know them. I have a brother, Pesi Chama here with us. Good evening, my brother. How are you today?
So far, so good. We are feeling good so far.
Yes, that's very wonderful. And of course, our brother, the dog in the house. Not the dog. I said the dog. The dog in the house himself. Dr. Kasonso, good evening, my brother. How are you today?
Good evening, sir. I am doing fine. Tasa
Good, good.
kwimwe mnapomkika onde kimabanga mwane bangikaji konse kusorwezi na kukasempa twaiya lero twaleta pujashi tunopa bakwetu kimabanga mwane
Kimabanga. Lwitumezi bo Kasonso. Well, my brothers, today we will be joined by our panel as we move on. We just have to proceed, but we just want you guys, our viewers, to continue watching our shows. We know we have scratched a little bit, few people here and there. Some of the people are not comfortable because of the openness and frankness that we are, because we speak the truth and we speak from our heart the things that are happening, and we speak for our Zambian people on behalf of our brothers and sisters, especially those that have no means to voice out their concerns. And we are here because we speak for the grassroots. We are here to discuss issues, and please feel free to contribute. If there's anything that is bothering you, that you wish to discuss with us, that is affecting you, especially if UPND, the new dawn, has started making you feel uncomfortable, please come back to us, talk to us. We shall sit down and discuss about it. And from the previous regime, the reason why we talk about the previous regime most often, it's because you know what they put us through. And for us, it has just been 3 months from the time we took them out of office. So we understand. We still have a burning heart. We want to make things work. We want them to do the right thing. So therefore, we will continue talking about the wrong things that they've done. And today, as we speak, we could hear that some of the former ministers are now behind bars. The thing that never used to happen in the previous regime. So you know that was impossible. They thought they were above the law. But today, as we speak, somebody has been apprehended and he's behind bars or has been charged, which is the good thing. Leadership matters. So Wakasonso, my brother, you've heard about what has happened today in Zambia. What's your take over the arrest of this gentleman, the Honorable former Minister of Defense, Davis Mwila? What say you?
I have to read what he has been charged with and try to conceptualize and understand how he could have been in a position to commit those type of crimes. Yeah, but given the style of government that this new Dawn administration is that everything on the books in the police system will go through the due process. So everybody is innocent until they're proven guilty. So if he has been arrested and charged with a crime, he has a right under the laws of Zambia to go and tell his side of the story and defend himself. I need to read what he has been charged with for me to have a comprehensive take on that issue. Yes, but we used to tell them, the PF, and every time you open your mouth or you slit your fingers and write something on your Facebook page or post something in an article, they send dogs. Government has got long arms. Even wherever we are, we will find you. But we used to tell them that, you cannot change the principles of life. For example, ngawaposeriwe kumundu lilapona panshi mulando wakuwatukwaliwa gravity. So whatever goes up eventually will come down, but where it will fall depends on three things. Number one, the position where it went up. the cause that took it up and the situation that took it up. So these guys, if you look at it very critically, they rose to government on the premise of ukwiba. Takwali mwina zambe wenga bakonvince ati lama elections vale wina, nama elections vale iba. So by particular kuingia mu government, and then bamula mu government, finish vale mkuchita government bamukele vale. When they went into the government, they gave themselves liberties that people who are normally in governmental positions should not give themselves. They lacked the scope, the school, and the necessity to be there. Let's talk about Muveta Mwena Tuvolungu. The Patriotic Front was a party, and it had its people. Abakweteko, the primary concept of what their governance ethos was going to be. But as soon as Bolungu came in, he flushed those out. We are some of those babies that went with the cleaning of the system. He flushed those people out. And then what did he leave it? He picked on his yes men and all of those kind of things. And then today they want to look shocked when they find that the law is visiting them. Because some of the things that they were doing in there, people who hold such offices should not be doing that. Public office is a public trust, is a trust. It's not a job, it's a trust. It's not a job with entitlement and rights and benefits only. No, it's a trust of the people. It means that you are put in there as a trustee on behalf of the people to manage their affairs. Umwine webala iwe. So tetuime okuya mukulya muibala because ibala teri oberi yakulyamo. Uli mubonfi wa muibala. Yeah. So ngachako bati bayaba bachama balirire muibala. Awe mkwaifunde nali bakonka. The law has followed him. That's primarily what I'm thinking through over that issue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much, Doctor. You just brought out a lot of issues there, and I think lelo tuli pansaka twala shimika filafine shimika. I want people to feel relaxed and feel easy, and please, Vapesi mwala tuchita favor lelo ukutirati as you are contributing. Please, my brother, make sure that our viewers, their comments are read. You can even stop us and just to come in and read some of the comments of our viewers out there, because they need to be heard as well. They need their voices to be heard. Iyo issue ya kulima muivala, ya muivala. Balelima muivala lyabe. Ivala ishari yao. So I am happy that you brought out that issue, and we are just looking forward. We are anticipating for more. So, Vapes, please, I know, go easy on them, but what's your take for the arrest you?
No, because I think at the moment, this arrest, if you ask me, it was supposed to have been done before these guys were in power. Because most of the things, if you remember during campaign, most of the things people were talking about was corruption, this, and they are stealing and all that. Because they knew that you can't, if you talk about, somebody suspected of murder, like in this case, it's alleged, because we are not lawyers, so we have to put the alleged bit before we say the actual thing which they're insinuating. It's alleged. It's a murder type of thing. The reason they've arrested him.
It's attempted murder.
So for me, yeah. So for me, I wouldn't. It's good, but that's where I come and blame the PF, because if you remember earlier on in the earlier program, we spoke about accountability in terms of the donors to the political parties. It's in the same thing when you think about the same reason this guy wasn't arrested, because he was part and parcel of those people. He was contributing something, so some end results, that's how they were, and actually, to be nice, there's this a young lady here. She's very active, actually. I would love if she joins us at a Kapondo Council. I would like to hear her views. When I checked some of her things on her Facebook page, it was quite interesting. She's a bit political. Not, I wouldn't say that she's crazy. No, she says sense. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I would love if she can see she's been requesting for a link to be posted in the comment sections. I hope she's seen and she's ready to join in. As soon as you are there, they'll bring you on, and then we can have a chat, and then we can hear your opinion about everything. As a youth, if I'm correct, you're in the Copper Belt. Yeah, you live in Indo. You're in the Copper Belt. I'll put it that way. I won't specify. At least you tell us what's happening in your city or place where you live. I'll leave it that for the meantime.
That's very good, Percy. It's something that is really not surprising. We are not surprised that these guys are being.
1 second. Correction.
Yes, please.
It's a guy, not a girl, actually.
Okay, it's okay. I think it will be. I think he understands that it was just maybe an oversight, but it's okay. Mulevika go to my sign machine and not Mr. or Miss. Maybe we will be able to know. But otherwise, that's very, very, very thoughtful view, Percy, that this government, which the previous government, they had somehow they seem to have had no foresight. They knew actually that what they were doing was punishable by law, but they chose to look the other way around. And then today, when they are being visited, they want to bring now this, they want to play this victim card where they want to play as though they are innocent, I don't even know why I'm using the word va. When he came out of court, then I start hearing him blaming, condemning HH, say this is what HH was used to talk about, that you were not supposed to persecute or using the police to persecute your political opponent. But it is not about HH. These are sins, your own mouth and your own activities that has put you in that position. You ought to have avoided this if you just acted reasonably and be careful with what you choose to do. And especially when you are in a public eye, people are watching, they are noting every little mistake you make. People take note. And when you are out of either power, now they will come in and strike and bring all those mistakes that you used to make and bring them in the public domain, or rather use the authority. What you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is criminal cases. Taivola, filamolandat no mulandula vola. Any criminal matter, tawavola, takwava statute of limitation, tuwaipayo muntulelo, wavutuka. Come back 200 years from now, if at all you are alive, you'll be arrested for the crime that you committed. But as for civil matters, that's where now we have to differentiate. Ababa, let's claim 50 million kwacha in a civil suit defamation. Ngatwaba zwenga fino kuba vutusha from point A to point B, 2 years yapita, 3 years yapita, 4 years yapita. We cannot come back and say, I still want my 50 million. it will be statute bad. It will Michumulandu Wavola. Because this civil matter they pursue. Unless they want to pursue it.
1 minute.
Yes, my brother.
1 minute. I just wanted to add that anybody who's added from the streamline, can you please you have more chance of being added when if you've got your video on like we have at the moment. You have a better chance of being put on and being given a chance to speak. If there's no video, don't expect that you might your chances are very low. That's what I wanted to say.
They're just not, they're just not there because this is a chat. It's a video chat.
So, yes, please go ahead, chip in. I know I was trying to explain on the aspect of abantu abakwata reluctant, reluctant. What this is a criminal matter, and a criminal matter wapanga umulandu lelo atumulandu kavola. Ama criminal matters.
Some of the most influential people in the last 7 years in Zambia, Nisia 1 na Sia 2.
Okay, who is Sia 2?
Aha, I want to Komaira. Sia 2, Nivo Lungu. Bolungu, before he got out of power, he said, Umadu Tawala. So church, but so not underlying the last statement. Umulando wakwa Minister of Defense wabo wafiro kubola balise sema basiya tu. So kabiri baba under him. No ukulinga no mwene fyalande wabafunishe na utavotere. So omulando wafiro kubola. You know what Bomkeleba we have to think about is, can you imagine? These guys were not just stealing from the government, they were actually killing people. We had quite a murderous mob.
Well, I'm a mafia squad.
Aha, Kwena. 8 years I did paper musha to make the curse of Edgar Lungu never return to Zambia again. Because abantu kanshi twale muno kwati bale nyoko la mufye indala mama contracts yanko goresha kuma Chinese. Kanshi na bantu bale ipaya.
But again, Wakasoso, you remember when this tayari the minister and the Panse High Court roundabout. So now when you think about it, yeah, my question is to you guys, do you really think that guy, the way he was behaving, is that a trained police officer, or wafwala the uniform you want to pretend that you're a police officer? What do you think? Because the news what we've been hearing so far is the majority of police officers who were there were not really police officers. So I don't know what your opinion, you guys, is.
Actually, you know, what those guys were doing, they went ahead, of course, they favored, because more PF mwali sana favoritism, that umuntu olefo ukusenda license. It is your legal right. It is your constitutional right to have a license, but you'll be treated as though they are doing you a favor to give you that license. Even at NRC, they will treat you as though ni favor for kupera. So your question, Mwaleta police mulia, were that police was infiltrated by PF thugs? Yes, of course. There was a lot of you could hear even the audios that went around on the medias where they were telling mumoni abantu besu bape ninchto kuzafu kuliati no bape ninchto ama recruitments. Whenever there is some recruitment going on, they want to choose their own kind. That's what they used to claim, you see. So by so doing, you find that the honorable institutions, they were all crowded by a lot of people who were either less trained, they had no clue. There was just speed up. 2 days, 3 months, or 1 month is a police officer. Bampera no akatepe. Bale pele ntepe na Chinese kumo. You know, I was even confused. I was like, what is going on? So how do you expect them to even conduct their duties diligently? This is where now the issue of them acting the way they were acting, like putting the name of police into disrepute. The real police officers, they were being ejected, like Capeso. He was ejected for arresting that chap that went with the beacon. Remember that incident? With a blue beacon, pretending as though Nikapokola, yet it was just a cadre. He was manhandled, bamutwala to police, you know. But what happened? Some chap that brought that boy that guy into the police got so upset that he was undermined. And what do we see? The gentleman was ceremoniously fired, which was very unfair. And I just hope that he appealed, like he appealed to the New Dawn to consider him get back, because these are the people that we needed. Otherwise, yes,
your thought. Let Harrison give us what he thinks. So at least introduce yourself.
How are you, Mr. Harrison?
I'm fine, thank you. For now, I'm Harrison Wamundila from Lusaka.
Muchwani tate.
Lwiketile bachwani.
Kihande kutwa kuli mwanapo yensu kelalu joina. I'm not alone. Wise man, how are you?
Lutumezi.
How are you
for
doing,
now I can we are doing just fine. Okay. Yeah, for now I can just listen and hear more from everyone. I'll be in the background listening.
You are based in Lusaka? Are you based? You said you are based in Lusaka? Okay, I think he's frozen.
Yes,
I'm in Lusaka.
And he just wants to be in the background listening.
Okay. No, Ritume State. We'll invite you in to speak.
I'm based in Lusaka.
At a later stage. Wise man, Muchwani. Vamusha valilanda karengati
ngataule
Tanzania kukwete omulandu ni nani
ushire umfe gwete omulandu
onkwete muntu webo
nineo gwete omulandu nineo.
Yes brother, what's your take?
Thank you very much. I think first of all, before I start, I comment about the program which you have, my icons. I think I would like first of all to start with wishing our beloved mother, auntie, and caretaker, I think first lady, a happy birthday, Mom Liseli. I think it is very wise, I think, to always wish you a happy birthday as we are enjoying your birthday. I think we pray for you and we pray God to add more years so that you can keep our icon smart, different socks of black national colors, as you always encourage him to do what is best for Mother Zambia. I think happy birthday, Mom. We want you to enjoy this TV. This is Chenumayo. You have to be enjoyful. The way I enjoy ZNBC, by DNA 5, I enjoy ZNBC. I think in maybe we have to use this opportunity to share to the world that it is your birthday and we enjoy that. We know you are not a media person, don't like cameras, but if ever someone pa media, we wish you a happy birthday, Mom. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much, Mr. Mkeleva. Now I can come to business. I think I've done my duty. I think on the topics which you have, I think I've picked the issue of umlanduta wola ngesa mukaka ngana pitafe ngesa mukaka. I think twamona nombati chishinga balilandire bali seseme twamona echo bakwatirana Christian Folungu bali sesema no wabota wabola natwambagala mabanners ku Zambia kuno immunity nomba ene yala fumba ashabola we so having twayambira na balia so therefore I go paper. Let's hope the same cells where ordinary Zambian are being kept. Let him let him be there as well. The same cells were being put where he was sitting next to the toilet. Let him as well be in the same area like the way we were tormented. Let him not be saved like a king. No, I think for me, I'm praying that Mr. Whatever he knows himself, let him be kept the way we are being treated. And I'm looking forward as well, even to DNA 5 in Avena. I think I think badishi abantu tobale kulonda ma police utwingisana bali tukulile sana muno ma police post. They know that one day this will be our bedroom, and I'm very happy to see that. Secondly, I was very happy to see our president meeting with our party structures, dinner with Bali, which was very encouraging. We now remember that he's always remembering us, and we have seen out of the DCs which he has appointed, I think he hasn't forsaken the people of the party to win the election, which is very encouraging. Thank you very much for comment, Ala. When you go deeper, I know Mr. Kasonso is here. We'll go deeper. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Wiseman. That was very wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVBAKWETU. You have to actually remember to post your contributions, send us those stars, and also remember to put the thumbs up or those who are on the YouTube channel. And please subscribe to TVBAKWETU's page so that you can be making contribution every month towards this noble platform. So I see that some few comments. There are people who have been trying to be negative, but we don't dwell so much on the negative spirit where you want to where you
positive.
Yes, actually that's what it is. There's some gentleman who is claiming that we are being too much. We are UPND cadres. We are supporting too much, and I know the people that are busy posting such postage are actually still hurting for having lost the power. But don't worry, you are our brother.
Kuliko ka point balandile nangu balanda
Can you check on this gentleman and read through what he's saying? His name is Daniel Simuchimba. He is the one who is trying, Mr. Munsha. This TVBAKWETU was more objective and more neutral, which everyone felt comfortable to watch and learn. So don't run it by just bringing UPND cadres to come and attack the former government.
TVBAKWETU has never been neutral.
Can you come up with more educative topics like before and guide the nation? People who don't understand your spirit have hijacked this platform. That's why they attack you when you brought Emmanuel Mwamba. Please be in control. Avoid making it like a UPND thing, though it's clear on principle you have. So that's our brother Duncan Daniel Simuchimba.
Now you're negative. Perspective bakwata kwa TVBAKWETU yali ba neutral. Taili correct. TVBAKWETU tayaba neutral. Nga wachitecha vupuwa, we will come and point it out without fear or favor.
Yes.
Whether uli mubuteko or tauli mubuteko. Nomba oko tuwafuma.
Yes, exactly. So
abale chitecha vupumbuno kufira kuteke chalo. Bwali mubuteko. So TVBAKWETU was asymmetrically opposed to the government of each day. So in that sense, tayari neutral. If you before by nyapo, my personal sentiments that to talk what things I'm to respond to fiance. But if to Ingalanda fyakwevati, ngachakwevati kwavo fyakulandwa po pachalo cheso. Bali abekere ku Zambia, bali abafumile mukudi yenshima ne finkubala. Bela muna kwati ni Zambia yabo beka. Zambia yali kwata abana bayiko bambitwa ikala kuno bati mitima n'amano yonse yaba ku Zambia. So twakulala ndapo. Ero chimbicho abantu bambi bakwata bali kwata attitude towards UPND. So balenda pali UPND. Sometimes balanda kwati balenda pa chikolopo. Oh, balenda pa chinshi.
It's true.
UPND ni party. It's the most enduring political party out of the Third Republic. It is the greatest witness that in the Republic of Zambia there is democracy. UPND is the most enduring political party in our country. And today it is even in government, not as a fluke, because it had capacity to sustain itself without overly depending on government resources. So, kuti kwabako batemeneko PF shane, PF yabalungu. It was a fluke. That PF should have not even been in government. PF yabasa. Emona ifutu alema members. Te ififi aletreko balungu hawe. Basata iyo bali bagavana nefi bale focus efi ali pusene ko nefi alechita balungu, you know, balungu baishe bika fechalo mu overdrive kwamba notuma contracts baya kongolo bali ya top and banyokola molo Piero asa mikuri echikulwa umutengo wa chikulwa, the asset itself, the total value of the asset, carrying value ya asset, fair value ya asset, carrying value ya asset, based on the things you put in to construct it, cannot equal the amount you borrowed for that. That is where even highly educated people say, no. Because ishendala mabakongwere nga chonse tababo mfesho kukulire fya bakulire shiri pamulu shayakwi fire truck fire tender $250,000, but they booked $1 million between 250 na 1 million shayakwi. That was not government. Bwalife ni bumu kukulu, bwalife ni busakala nyongo, bwali ni buchisanguka, bwali ni buthifu, bwali ni bulala nkwibe. We can name yonsa mashina kwa kabwala Muzambia, mwekabwala Muzambia kwa tamashina 16. Yonsa kutu wabika kwa buteko bulia wini. Because the value of the assets they claim to have given us and the carrying amount of debt, the fair value of the debt, they are not equivalent.
Absolutely. No, you are very right, Vakasonso. You are very right. I hope our brother has been, you have gotten the response you've heard. We are not criticizing you. We welcome your opinion. However, you have been advised objectively. You don't just come out like that. So, Bapesi, please, what's your take over this gentleman who has been?
All I can tell him, at least, I think viewers know that myself. I don't care. I even criticize HH right here on this platform. So, and so you can't say that we are cadres. And moreover, I'm not a ruling party member.
Yeah, you are MMD.
So myself, I criticize. So I think Duncan, that's very unfair to paint us like that. Yes, you have to realize that PF wronged a lot of people, because you can't be the president and saying but we are still in power. Oh, you remember that video?
Yeah.
You have a president saying that, thinking that power is his own thing. So you have to think nicely. If you are new about Duncan, sorry, they call him. The times you've joined us is the time to lumba malumbo ya president. And if you came during the budget, I'm really sorry, because everyone looks like a card. So
you scandalized us. He has scandalized us. But anyway, we forgive you, and you are our brother. We love you. So we don't have any hard feelings. But when I saw your comment, caught my eye, and I wanted to for us to just clarify to you that we are not of who you think we are. You've just misunderstood us. So unfortunately, I hope you have gotten the clear cut. Anyway, let's move on. The doctor, you brought in a lot of issues there about you belonging to SATA, PF SATA, not PF Lungu. So are we? Should we be surprised to hear all these arrests, or should we be surprised to hear more arrests that will be coming in the near future over the mismanagement of our resources or the crimes these guys committed?
No, you shouldn't be surprised. The words of one state council, John Sangwa, are very instructive to us in this moment. Volungu's Patriotic Front was a criminal enterprise. Balungu abo babuulira abenge okwisateeka nabo ne bamukukulu ne basakala nyongo ne bakisanguka ebo ba period poto nomba mwalishi baba mukelebayi uwakale matakaleka nga mwabulo mupupu ero mwamupela akapoto ngale ibe nkoko shabene mu neighborhood kumushi ero mwasa mupela akapoto kabu district commissioner nemibire yako nomba ikaba kwa pakalamba. President Lungu provided upward mobility for highly criminal people. So they just moved from Ukuvobolindra mpaka Tondo Street, Namadilu, Nokem factories, to actually ransacking the government and stealing from there. That's all they did. That's all they did. They never had a clear strategy. Even people they put as their advisors, some of them could even be called educated people. But when the gentleman said that he had no vision to run our country, that's what we got. A broken country. A country run into debt. He didn't even have capacity. He didn't even have capacity. Didn't even have capacity to do any international relations. During Edgar Lungu's presidency, which countries were relating well with Zambia? Even China, he didn't have a good relationship with China. China left from Congo. No kuwa signing nenkalata no kwakanya alenyo kora mufye indala mu Congolese shale Kongola kuri wa China. The Chinese, to arrive at the point where they think that even those monies will not be paid, they must be the most pissed, the most angry with him. But look at Bali Wabantu. Bali Wabantu Africa fe pulukutu aisa ko America. Bamufokotweramu. Ama relationships yaba realigned. Aya ku Britain icho bamufuntuira chi 1 billion pound in do over a few years or over several years. Umokula bomba ni partnership mokula bomba na buloteko. That is what governments do, is to build partnerships and relationships. Apa Zaire, mwenumba Zaire, apa nomba, akasumbalesa kasumba kenu. Kumwakula ingira, ngamlefa kuingira kashikishi kuingira kula kweni. It's into the business to manaka. It's building relationships. Balungu ma relationships is what people create. Because business nangu kunonka, it is through relationships you create with your customers and potential customers, or your investors and potential investors. So, tapali pona purpose yako atibateke repo chalo bali abantu. That is why the only thing they did was to hold what they used to call the instruments of power. Instruments of power. Bena, ubuteko bali fupona fumuli instruments of power. But those are instruments of service to serve the people and protect them. Bena bali fupona fumuli power. Number of power bachinaish. To hold the power. Once bale nyokora mama dilu bale iva bale sanashani. Bale shoota na abantu bale ipa na abantu. You know, I'm a ritual killings if you actually rise in the government yabalungu. I think Mondin.
No, actually, you are right, Bakasoso. There was lack of leadership. This country was on autopilot, as you alluded, because because many people, many well-meaning Zambian, they were so confused to see at the level at which we were operating our country. It was sad. It is a sad state of affairs. Let's go back to the arrests that are happening. I'm looking forward for the day when the police go and knock on the door of Kampyongo and knock on the door of Bowman Lusambo and get them and arrest them over Nsamansama's case and Joseph Kaunda, because they are in a public domain whilst holding their offices, giving instructions to the police officers to deal with the PF cadres who were going to escort Hakainde Hichilema for solidarity. Remember that incident. It is still fresh in our memory.
Not PF cadres.
I mean the UPND cadres, yes. So we saw that, and the 2 people died. And we even stated they wanted to play the game, to say no, probably it was the UPND themselves who are trying to bring up this kind of ubufi. And those guys, suddenly a 6 months probation was given by Balungu to OIG, and then suddenly we heard a sacrificial lamb came out to say this is the person that killed and is arrested. So iyoma cases yayo turefu anayo bayalete. Patrick, what's your take over the current arrest you've heard about the Davis Mwila, the former defense minister? We hear he has been we've heard, it's alleged that he has been arrested, charged for attempted murder over a case that took place in 2015 in Mlobezi, where Rollins was shot at and injured. What's your take? You are. We can't hear you. You're on mute. Okay, while you are fixing your mic, Vapesi, could you kindly run through the messages, and before you run through, also maybe you have something to say to add on?
Not much, because I've been just reading comments. I've even invaded the privacy of the YouTube people now. Because actually they've got a very interesting conversation going on, basically. Okay, on the similar lines of stealing money and all that.
Yes.
For example, there's and the thing was moving quick. The things I was reading, I can't find them anymore. Oh, this is Victor. Victor said even the bulldozer with the broken chains from Kabushi is still bragging, but soon the Lord will visit him. That's Victor. And then we've got Carlos, who says that the past 7 years was a waste of time, basically, meaning the rule of Lungu was a waste of time, of which I agree with him because there was nothing interesting he did. And thanks to Caro, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Caro J, for the Danish krona. Thank you very much for that 10 Danish krona. I hope that's a correct currency I'm pronouncing as well. I'm presuming. Yeah. So don't laugh at me and murder me while I'm here. And I think they've added just one. And people are trying to entertain Sean Zero Table, another thief from Botswana. I'll leave it there for the meantime. And that's Carlos, actually.
Thank you so much.
Now?
Okay, yes, Bachirufia. Before Bachirufia comes in, Duncan responded, saying, "Thank you, gentlemen, for the response. Two things I respect HH for is that we have freedom of expression for the first time. It was a miracle to see Sean Tembo on ZNBC1. Previously, someone was going to lose his job at ZNBC. HH has stopped cadarism, which was very dangerous in this country. We pray that God gives him wisdom to do more and fulfill more promises made to the Zambian people." So there you are, my brother. Thank you so much for coming back and realizing that we are not against, we just speak the truth. And thank you for having recognized the freedom of expression, which is our fundamental right as enshrined from our bills, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution itself. So let's go back to our brother Chilufya. You've heard, my brother, what is currently spinning in our country. What's your take over the arrests?
Yes, Ma'am Keleba, yeah, this guy has been arrested, and the pictures are all over the social media. But PF went to see him, and guess who was amongst them? Our former ambassador to Ethiopia. So he's a political cadre. Yeah, but the issue ya kuchita arrest Davis Mwira, I hope click won't say it's tribal, because this shooting, attempted murder, I actually saw it. I was watching what was happening when the day the shooting happened. I was following the social media, and it was very clear during the day. Everybody knew that what Davis Chama did, and there were other shootings. Sesheke, HH was almost killed. The Sesheke by-election. So somebody there should be arrested. We know the PF cadre was shooting everywhere. If it wasn't for the gallant UPND cadres, HH would have been killed in Sesheke. I think 2018 or 19. 18, I think, towards the end, when Romeo Kangombe won. It was brutal. It was, you won't believe it. I thought there's a Sheke by-election. I thought Zambia was at a civil war. Yeah, it was bad. But Davis Chama let the law take its course. And I hope the prosecution, they've got all the evidence. There shouldn't be any bribing of the prosecution or the judges. I believe there is so much evidence that Davis Chama should be prosecuted and jailed. I think it's high time that we start jailing these people. And I'm glad also that I think Davis Chama is going to spend some few nights in the cell. I think he's been arrested today. Obviously, they have to wait for a judge probably on Monday, for his bail. So, but the same cells they neglected. But there is no tribalism there. There is no persecution. We are dealing with Bapompwe. These people were criminals, they were thugs, they were thieves, and another we want to see people Bakasonso, Bachama, Wiseman, Bahimba, the worst of all PF's atrocities, or the atrocities that happened during their rule, was the gassing. Never in the history of Zambia had more than 10 people killed over a period of few months, maybe 1 or 2 months. 52 people died. When Hamonga, who was the spokesperson of the police, announced that now we have arrested the suspects of gassing, what happened? Somehow he was transferred somewhere, and that was the end. Yeah. We heard that they were arrested, they were supposed to go to court, and nothing has happened. Yes. Don't you think there must be a docket somewhere of those people who were arrested? And if that docket has been stolen or lost, then some people should be arrested. The policemen should be arrested for obstruction of justice.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What I was thinking is there's so many things that happened. I think Zambians deserve a commission of inquiry into some of these atrocities. Kaunda, who shot Kaunda and Sama? Mapenzi, who shot the lady, the young boy at during the gassing at one of the primary school, Gala. The young boy was shot, killed in daylight during the day by the police. As that policeman being prosecuted?
No, we are now in a new dawn, Patrick, and I'm very, very positive that already we are seeing the fruits. The fruits are being achieved, and there's just one more hitch at the prosecution and at the court. We just hope that justice will be delivered. And those people, I'm just happy that one of the magistrates sentenced one of the PF lawyers to prison for 2 years, and which is a good thing. And this is how they should also start giving justice to the people. Vahimba, what's your take, my sister, over this, over the arrest? How do you feel? What's your comment?
Good evening.
Honey, sweetheart.
Mwakake mwajeba my sister elo pya lubana mukano ife tawaberera. Pretense taibunda. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for giving me this opportunity. And the good evening, viewers. Tomwaya humbwako mtu swilila. Tomwaya gumagoye gumugoto gomalala, my home village. Tomitambula unte umbwako mubete. This is Bakwetu TV. My sweetheart, ni ngumfwa bwino, but nshila umfwa bwino. Ndefwaya, pantunala twala mfano mbali nabafuma, he's been released on bail, which I don't like at all. You know, it's like now the sales, but abashile kwancho kulipila ama bail fees, whatever, eba kulaikala mama sales. But nevertheless, we are so proud. Personally, I'm happy a step has been made. Davis Chama n'abakyerwa n'okukyerwa, the man is wicked. Actually, wickedness yaba PF itampila kuli constitution yabo. Iliailanda ati key positions they'll be given to the PF supporters and sympathizers. Those are the people who control it. So they are wicked. Start with the constitution. These people were crooked to a point that they had the guts to put even their crookedness covered with their constitution. Why do I say so? Today they are even up there with their heads no, these arrests are tribal. Elo bale fumya abantu, elo bale amukwiba, nishi tabale making la sure bashita combined mitundu yonse. Tabale isala beka. And for now, they should be careful. Now they are saying it's tribal. Next, they'll be saying it's family. Pankuli n'abaleeyi babasenda n'abakati basenda n'abaana mukwiba buka bwalala basenda ikaba family matter nombalina apa ekiriko na tribe ilepangako sense. Can they sit down ba PF balolele elo baleeyi babeka belala ndalokanda tama appointment is tribal balebwesha abantu baleta nfenchi. So the PF, they were sending people on tribal lines. So which gate do they want these people to come back and get their jobs? They'll come through the tribal. So yeah, Davis from Keleva now no Cherwa. But Davis Chama, the way he fired the bullets, if you hear the witness speaking, kutule shoot omuntu mnobe 5 bullets kwatu walipena. Ni mental health yekuba normal. I rest my case for now.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. That was very, very wonderful to hear. I know how open you are. You are very blank and to the point. Thank you. I hope they have heard, but we just want more arrests to be taken. Of course, we have to bear in mind that we have to use this presumption of innocence, that a person that is arrested is presumed innocent until proven guilty. And also, we have to consider the aspect of bail or bond. When you are charged with a bailable offense, then you are entitled. It's the constitutional right that you are entitled to bail, unless or police bond. Police bond nayo balapela to just make sure that they don't infringe on your rights. So they will give you the police bond where you go back home, but you start appearing before the courts and start the criminal procedures. So otherwise, that is very wonderful. It's good to see my sister from Denmark, Gladys. How are you, my sister? How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, Mukeleva, my brother, my neighbor. I'm doing very well. Good evening, viewers, and good evening, everyone on the panel.
Yes, there's this issue. Na muyumfuila, na mufetile chitika, maybe na mkwatako na bambi, na mufako na bambi, na abeketwe, mutuweveko, because we have been crying for results. We have been crying for action, and things are happening. Yanjenjanjenja. What do you say? Things are happening.
Things are happening, but this is just at dionko tabesu shakapu. It's just the beginning, because the list is very long, and it has taken too long At least we have started seeing ama results. Probably na nga babafumya kwa mabeo. Nga babapera kona mabeo. Awishwa nga bale batana ko sometimes so that they feel how they should feel. And for those people like PF, there's a lot of abantu aba ni mental case. Bakesuleko na nefipatala na fimbi fya kutwala kwa kuna nkani kuchipatala. Bale ba checking ako mumitwe. They are sick in their head. I for one, really, I can't really support such kind of people. There are people who are crying out there, losing their loved ones, and then they are out on the loose just because na bakwatenda la mama pockets. When their brothers and sisters, aba naba yakuma skulu, them they are celebrating, aba naba bobalelila, and they'll never stop crying. You know, then they just let them go on the loose like that just because bali fokotolenda lama. They need to be answerable. It has taken too long. For me, I'm not really on the top, like celebrating. I need some more results. I need to, for me to really feel like, yes, somebody has to pay for what they did. Justice has to prevail. A number of them have to, we have a lot of evidence. We don't need even to go far away. Thank God for social media, which has brought good and bad. But on that side, at least there's a lot of documentation where we can go on social media and go back to say, this is what you have, what you did. We don't have to start at Lekentuchite investigate. There's no need of putting in so much money to invest at Batampioku Tampokchita investigate. They were making their own documentation, and that documentation, abene ebale ikatsha, balelaba, baboma nusambu nangundemi rumbula nangumulengu mfani nebo, mwalebule ndalama, na mubika patebo. Mwatampo kula emya bakateka se nimumo nendala me inchito mwachi mpela ni mbomba mwatampo kula pose ndala. Whose money were you throwing away? Whose money were you throwing away? This is my money you were throwing away, and yet you were just sitting pachipunata pale formulate. I'm not gonna use any bad language because I'm not the type of person who use bad language, but mwaleika la fe panch na bokos yenu na muikala mwatam tapale le formulate. Mwale puli la pama window kuma skulu and yet abantu bale chula ba ya kuma skulu baenda na certificate pa mutwe and then muleba bulldozer. Justice has to prevail to most of you previous ministers. Zambians are not foolish people. It's about time. So this is just the beginning.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister. You alamwasosa alanavo mpava ba DNA. Now let's move to our Kenneth Hichava. Are you there? Can I see you, please? I need to see your video. I am a person that loves to see people. If you have a technical problem, that's when you can hide your face. But I need to see you in case someone comes and asks me, can you identify him, so that I know who you are. Are you there? Can you listen? Are you listening? Okay, madam,
Muted.
Hello, are you there?
Muted. Kenneth Ichaba has come on.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, please. Could you kindly speak?
In fact,
what's your take? Where are you streaming us from?
I'm from Lusaka, Mwaribe Yabuti, Mwachoma Bwanji, Mwishani. Imeni zasenza chitundu chameni kwanso kamba.
Kambani chitundu chiri chonse pano ni PAKWETU using a mitundu yonse amene tikuna.
Yes, that's why nashita hide ni panchito na yopakuti benangu wasanione what I'm talking about, but chameni ongako chapeziko mukuri bakwetu ni maikonga maningi. Corruption yamebenze kuchita abantu aba isetenze kuiona na menzo muzuba. Ningala kumatero kwameni nkala but vameni naona corruption inachita ba PF beni nkala banamanga oka bridge kenangu kopita na mendo pa drainage kansela na constituency ne bana bamanga oka bridge ako they buy the 10 pockets of cement no bora kutenga kwali where I'm working is a ni crusher crushing stone chigurisa material almost 75 kwacha pitani. And then when I put 5 times, When the Pangaka bridge come on almost kind of 2 meters. And then when they announced the money, which they said that they used on that bridge, on like a small bridge, they said that they spent 200,000. Our cases are so ngati. I think they need to be arrested, all of them. The other issue, I mean, come back. That's why in Azibisa. Trina case is a community savings. Minister of Labor. There is a lot of corruption that side. Labor minister of Makada Wonsi. Because where I'm working, kwenze kunanga system ya kujua PF. Ma companies monga ma Lebanese benzotenga makadas. Bamufa kazi kwa tini HR. That person ukapanga case or waenda kuleba office kuja. Ndio ameanza enda kwenda kuimilia kuja. Akaimilia kuja hiyo kesi ya kulipa kwa mene yenda. So manje what it is kuno. Company kwa mene sewenza. Ma Lebanese wanaguisa company. Baguisa company baichinya na zina. Taenda kuleba kwa chikele mandrama zatu. Tasenza ma 5 years benangwisi. Benangu 3 years. Chikele mandrama zatu kuja kuleba kwa vewana chita. I'm not happy with it. Vewa chita kuleba. There is a lot of corruption. Kupaza kati wanabona bavara I company last week. Wanabona bavara penze pa 9 pe wanavara. The following day pa 10 babola basegula. After basegula petina enda kuja banatuuza ati. Chipapa cha banalemba chose gulira. Chinarangiza kuti date company banayivana pa 4 November. Whereby company navala pa 9 November. Petina enda kuja banatuuza tinasegula company. Tinamvera anaisa. Mwana mnamvera na bwanyi without ise mwekazi. No ziva ise tina problem. Petina leta problem kuno because ukakula Simon ukoti. Siwanga kambenkani without no complainant. But wanando mvera na chewe kaveka mchainza na kwa company. Na wene wale barinzi kuja kwa mene kulepa. Petina funisa maningi. We were even chased out that side. After Minister Africa won at Minister not one, but when I typical no, but Minister of Bola chokan pony up. Now the question is, depend back on the chinga step wanji. Because it's a kwenda na force we have done kama kati.
Okay, that's very good. Yeah. It's a very good question, and we are going to respond to you very shortly. We've heard your cry, and keep actually your records and have your names. Once muzilembe mazina, then zamsta refer kuma places kwa mene munga ende mukupetandizo bazakutandizani. Otherwise, it's a very genuine complaint, and we hear you. We know what is happening in Zambia in terms of labor matters. There has been a lot of unlawful and unfair labor practices in Zambia. We know that this was happening, and now that we are under a UPND, a new dawn, things will start moving. So we will note your complaint, and we will sit back in the back room, and we'll be able to advise you what you're going to do. I think I'm a little bit vested, have some knowledge on that aspect where we can take the matter. I will talk to you. So let me go to Linda Banks. My sister, where are you? Are you there? Someone is sleeping? Someone is snoring and is on.
Makasonso is sleeping.
Is that?
But Jones,
could you kindly tell him to Vamusha? Can you please mute him? All right. My Cindy Musonda. How are you, Cindy?
Shango kela vai. Vati lulumelisa kwa bulozi kaufera.
Oluitumezi Musonda. This is how I love Zambia. I see the name Musonda, then I hear Mambumbueliambai. That's amazing.
Shangwe ni simbunda manelo wa Bulela. So
lovely.
Yeah.
Batili Amu, your contribution, please.
Well, it's just I think really appreciating Moba Boseza Bombostorancha. Everybody is being given an opportunity at least to dream you know, whereas dreaming was previously unheard of and even scary because you just didn't see the end to it, you know. And I think everybody's concerned about the previous regime seemingly still infiltrating some structures really needs to be curbed, you know, because I think
Okay. Just don't mind him. Don't mind him. He just I think he just got unwell. We just have to. I just wish we had the mic. His mic been muted. Bamusha, please, if you are listening, could you kindly mute our brother who is in the slumber? Yes, my sister, go ahead.
Yeah,
Gile,
yeah. So
can
I
you
was saying that
take
I
over
think one of
while
the
I'm
things,
still relocating?
one of the things that our president needs to look at really is to address the issue of the grapevine, you know, because I think when the grapevine is too open and that vacuum of uncertainty between people, even people who are well-meaning, you know, they tend to be drifting away, you know. So I think there are certain roles that are kind of overshadowed. The role of information, keeping our people abreast in terms of what the role of government is, how they are articulating and responding to issues as they come, you know. So somehow we need to have that in mind, especially that it's right from inception, you know, just to make sure that other people don't take advantage of that and send mixed messages. I think this is a time to grasp people that have come on board, people who are freshly believing, so that we can be able to support what our leaders are envisioning.
Thank you so much, my sister. I'm sorry for the video because I had to try to contact Babusha of our brother who is sleeping and his mic is on. We had talked him off for a while because
Sorry, I think you asked Linda. Linda Nakwata thing. She has access to the admin. Ask Linda.
Linda, could you kindly do us a service? Thank you. Voi Manuel, voi panga, muchwantate. Voi panga, are you there? Voi panga, are you there? Can you hear me?
You guys, who's sleeping? Somebody is basically
That's
snoring.
Kasonso. Dr. Kasonso is actually sleeping, and unfortunately we have no control. And some of us, we are in our homes, and we are unable to get hold of him, so we could advise him we could wake him up.
Linda doesn't have access.
Yes, please. Yes, you want to say something?
I mean, Linda doesn't have access.
Yeah, I'm trying to phone him.
Yeah, can you just try to do that so we can?
Yes, I'm trying to do that.
Yes. Boy Manuel, muchwani tate.
Hello. Edsha.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you. Well, we have.
But I can't hear you. Oh yeah. Sorry, I've not been getting you.
Okay, we have been calling, but now can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to hear your contribution over. I wanted to hear your contribution. The topic today.
Due to poor volume.
The topic today. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The topic today was actually, we were just sitting, Fazango, like we just discussing what is happening. We have not picked up a specific topic, but we just We just hinted on the arrest that has happened today. The former defense minister who has been arrested by the police for cases for a criminal case that took place in 2015, Komlovez, over the shooting.
Okay.
So what's your take?
I'm sorry. I'm failing. My volume is not okay. I think let it pass. When I'm okay, then I'll be able to contribute. When the volume is okay, I'll be able to contribute.
Ritumez. My Linda Banks, are you back? Are you there? Could you kindly mute yourself if you're not speaking? What Kennedy? Hajimba. Hijimba. Hijimba. Kennedy Hijimba. Can you mute yourself, my brother? Wadala. Twalumbaga pati. Hey. Inkani yama live yaleta kantu venango bagona venango basiya my speakers, and we're having some technical problem with our brother Emmanuel, so we just have to proceed. We have only 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, over our I don't know, have you heard anything over the topic? I mean the speech of our president at the Gala. Has anyone heard? What's your take? What is he talking about? What is he emphasizing on? Bohimba. Are you there? Can you hear me, people?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Wosindi, tumeza hulu kwa contribution, Amina, and we just want to apologize for our colleague that went into slumber. I don't know what happened. I think we kept him quiet for some time. So we apologize, my sister. But your point was taken and was very, very, very clear, Lutumes. So let's share this 8 minutes among ourselves and be brief, and we, as we wait for Womunsha to come in and close us down. So I will start with the lady Wagile, my neighbor, my sister. Could you kindly wrap it up if you've heard anything this speech? If not, what's your conclusion over what is happening today in our political arena or with the new dawn? Are you happy? What are the recommendations? Just within 1.5 minutes, please.
Am I allowed just to pick up something which I picked up from the YouTube viewers, the comment, because I haven't seen the president's speech, but there was just an interesting comment from the viewers. I can't remember the name, but it doesn't matter. Who said that Tayali as well he needs to go Kuwaya about what happened that day when there was a what's the man called? The one who was shot on that day when Hakainde was called question, so that Tayali is involved.
And Kaunda, Joseph Kaunda.
Yes, please. And yeah, that day I simply remember because I feel like I was traumatized. I was watching live. My phone even fell off. That's why I really feel very angry about the people who are just scot-free. Thank you.
Okay. No, thank you so much. Bohimba.
Yes.
Under 1 minute. Under 1 minute, please.
Thank you so much. Vomukelebai inende fafe bavekate bonse vekate elo babakake notukubashamo bonse everyone, and they should also respect that dimbibala bukako to respect that it's UPND government ni HHULeteka, maybe to think in their head. And like I'm a death, we shouldn't even take it so kindly at all. Ababayipe leadership them lobezi issue na bali abamayo bamumbipiri bali abalelanda kwatta bafyala. She's also answerable in this case ya kumlobezi. You remember she gave a testimony. So once bale pantelo bale it was for them it was fun ukipa abantu. It was a joke. And now they should face their sins.
Twalumbaga party, Mama. Twalumbaga party, my wife. That's good. What's Cindy?
Shangwe.
Where are you?
Chwalefa, I'll just hello.
Mukai Mululize Zakai, where are you streaming us from?
Shangwe ni kwa Canada.
You are in Canada?
I'm in Canada.
Oh, that's nice. Yes, please. Can you wrap it up for us within a minute?
Okay. Well, nalatonkanya fe pali fe bashanda bahimba kulanda chiri. These people, they should be followed up if there are cases against people, and hopefully we can see the wheels of justice turn a little bit faster, you know, so that we can adjust ourselves and just begin to deal with developmental issues for our country. So yeah, just I think we're on the right path. It feels like it's still kind of a little bit slow, but any progress is good progress, I think.
Litumes. Thank you so much. Wapesi?
I'll only say a few things in terms of just saying thank you to the YouTube super chats, to Chichi and Chata. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your super chats. And for those people who sent us stars, thank you as well to you guys. I'm sorry I can't get hold of the names for stars, so you have to forgive me for that. And I hope you send the stars before we close the program. I think that's it. You're on mute, Mkrewa.
Well, Patrick, under a minute.
Yeah, won't be long, Mkrewa. Just wanted to say one of the things the president spoke about is what we actually talked about. He was talking about the separation of the party from the government, and that's one of the things we spoke about. And he was trying to say we need to stop what happened in the previous regime, where the party had no money and they were stealing money from the coffers, which was very, very, very good, because gone are the days where parties should be stealing money, using government resources to run their parties, even for elections. Thanks.
No, Litumes, Twalumbaka Patrick. Boy Emmanuel, can you now come in and say under a minute something over what we have discussed? You still have a technical problem? All right. Well,
just one thing, sweetheart, something exciting.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
People are bidding for the HH's red jacket, the one he won in prison for 127 days. So, and people are busy, they are bidding for it.
What's the highest bid? Have you heard anything? Okay. No, we'll keep our viewers posted. Well, I just want to say something just within a second, 20 seconds. This message will go to the judiciary. Please listen to your people. You know the suffering of your people during the PF regime. You know what happened. You know how the law was not regarded how it was disregarded. So police, DEC, or all these institutions can arrest people, but at the end of the day, it is you who are sitting, who have the key to those jails, who have the authority to send these people and give them appropriate punishment so that we deter future criminals from committing any crime. This has been TVBAKWETU. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having had us. And may God bless Zambia. May God bless everyone, Zambian people that lives in the diaspora, the 11th province. Witumeza hulu, mulimu abenimi na kaufela. Twalumbaka pati. Good night.